All right, here's game 2 of MOYAI and OHBOY. We'll take a look at their standings in a few moments. MOYAI bringing on north a Cassard. Our first time seeing a Cassard in this tournament. I'm sure that TM Grunty will be very excited to see this ship. This is
Who?
Abanu Grunty.
Never
And
heard of
then
him.
and then they've got a Z42. And our first look at a Shimakaze with unique upgrade and Yamamoto for buffed preventative maintenance. There's a Svea, a Cerberus, a Marsili with Honore, LH Gamer in a Salem. Is that a radar? Yeah, it's a radar Salem. Futurebot and a Libertad, your usual secondaries. Same thing with Emity. Slight different build. Okay, what do we have to the south put for OHBOY?
To the south with OHBOY, we got a Ledgemod Gearing, a Ragnar, a Ledgemod Moskva, a San Martin, a Ledgemod Colombo, all heading over to Bacon.
Mm-hmm.
Moskva Ledgemod is heading to Chocolate. Everybody's ignoring Donuts because they're heading to Eclairs, and a San Martin, a Liberty, and a Daring.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like
All right.
Eclairs is going to be the kite side.
I'm going to tab out for a sec. I'll tell you a little bit about these two teams. I want to make sure I get it right. So OHBOY is EU's number 8 seeded team, and MOYAI is EU's number 4 seeded team. MOYAI with a game up over OHBOY. And I think this is Group B. So let me take a look at where they are in Group B. MOYAI has won one match, and they've lost the second. So they are trying to find their second win today. OHBOY has also lost one and won the second. So both teams looking to find their second victory. This is a very important game for both teams then. All right. Just writing down my notes so I don't forget that we covered this game. Okay. OHBOY grabbing the B cap early. Shimakaze getting in for a quick cap of A. You can see the idea with the Cerberus, the crawling smoke, and the Shimakaze to spot and torpedo anything that pushes it. Not a bad idea, but there's a lot of OHBOY ships coming their way.
Interesting. Still not a lot of stuff happening, if you ask me.
No, I mean, that's how it typically is at the start of a game. It's a lot of jockeying for position, of course, and, you know, a lot of times you don't want ships to give away their position by shooting either. So even if you get an early shot on something, you know, that doesn't really matter. All right, one
Wait a
sec, I have to
minute.
respond to the wife.
Are you telling me that these teams have played this so much that they can tell exactly what's going to happen if one ship gets spotted?
Right.
Like if they see a San Martin at Eclair, they going to assume that's going to be the kite side?
Hmm.
I find this awfully suspicious that you guys are not touching enough grass. Oh, I kind of have a stalemate going on over at Eclairs. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, and that's pretty standard. Is you're gonna have a stalemate. The bigger thing is, you know, Marseille is a very good pushing ship, but he's with a Cassard. It's kind of a pushing aggressive destroyer, but I don't know. You really
Well,
need, yeah, the Libertad is a good aggressive ship to go with it. So I think they're gonna wait until he gets in position and then they'll go together. That's my guess.
the push coming from Donuts has been caught by the Moskva radar, so
Yep.
Not going to be surprised there.
Speaking of radar, San Martin Yolomente catches MOYAI's Shimakaze out. Doesn't do a ton of damage, but it does force him to back off a bit. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think that the Shimakaze realizes Toth's Ragnar is in a brilliant position to radar him and wipe him out. But look at Titan. Titan taking a lot of damage from a Z42, Puddin'. Must have been Z42 Torps.
Well, it looks like old boy's getting ready to deal with this Liberty in the middle of sea in that channel.
Makes sense. Once you're discovered on the radar, a lot of times that special thing you were planning is done. Now, Ragnar could be radaring. He's choosing not to, and I'm kind of surprised by that decision. I think he wants to get the A cap and be able to cap it for free, and then in 13 seconds, that's when he'll radar. Maybe a couple seconds sooner because he probably feels safe doing it. And there's the cap. Go on, radar. Do the thing! Entertain the streamer. Do the thing. Nah, they're not doing it. Oh well. I mean, that's a great opportunity for a kill right there. I don't think they realize it. Ooh, Svea Torp's coming through the channel. It's not going to do anything. Okay, a whole lot of like sit around and wait going on here at the.
Oh, boy's
CD
pushing a
caps.
Moskva up into C cap,
Yeah,
and
I think his role there is just to block the Libertad. Speaking of which, there's some Libertad shells coming in on him. Honestly, if I'm balance department, I think I might try to get the ram here, but Libertad sees this and pulls over for some Starbucks. And it looks to me like balance department's going to do the exact same thing and pull over for Starbucks. The Eternal Titan is going to be forced to make Inky. There he goes.
that's fine. That will actually get him out of his danger.
Mm-hmm. Looks like Ragnar used the radar, but he waited far too late, and now World Spawn's in there with his Z42. Toth is in trouble. He's caught bow in. He's trying to stop and survive, and no, that's not going to happen.
They need to kill the Cerberus or something to equalize out this trade.
Yeah, well, Titan takes a shot at the Cerberus. Not enough. Oh, never mind. It is enough. But because he's detected now, he gets to deal with Libertad secondaries for a little bit. He'll be fine.
Right, but more importantly, he proved the streamer wrong yet once again.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And got the kill.
Yep.
Right.
But I still maintain, had that Ragnar radared when I was talking about it earlier, that probably would have meant a dead Shimakaze. Oh well. They're probably going to watch maybe this game, this stream, or another stream that's covering this game, and they'll say, oh my god, we could have done this. Titan, for whatever reason, wants to be spotted in front of Libertad secondaries. I don't know why he continued, instead of just parking over here for a bit, but okie dokie. Now he gets to deal with the pain that is secondaries. And Stream Raiders is up for those who care about that. Back to the game.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that old boy's Liberty is not looking at this Salem Liberty. Right? Like he's got the broadside of the other battleship. Because like he's literally stuck there. There's nowhere he can go.
Mm-hmm.
Right? With that, he could have, had shots in on the Salem, potentially. Who is going to come up behind the Moskva.
He's looking for shots on Peach. LH Gamer hasn't been detected. I don't think they know that Gamer's coming yet. Balance Department hasn't radared, and that's huge. A lot of times you use radar to kind of catch out what the opponent is doing. That happened to them a minute ago when they got detected. But, oh well. LH Gamer now detected. Balance Department knows he ain't safe there anymore. I mean, he was really never safe, frankly. If I'm Balance Department, I'm just going to find a way to turn into this channel and not die for it and ram Pisha. Or even get some good AP citadels. I proved that works in ranked yesterday. Oh my god, is that a ridiculous game?
Well, I think he's trying to get this cap.
Hmm.
Right, that would definitely give you an advantage. Colombo is finally far enough to where he's going to stop the Salem from pushing up in.
Yep. Yep. In the meantime, everybody stop what you're doing and activate the new code that just got in the chat. Don't worry, I pinned it for you already. Haha. Another close game. Too close to call, frankly. OHBOY in the lead with cap control. But I think MOYAI has far better positioning right now. Oh, look over here. OHBOY moving into the E-cap now as Melvin Mahler got smacked a bit in his Cassard. What the heck happened to him? Probably daring torpedoes.
He got touched by something.
Yep. And perma torpedo down, which is unfortunate because that's kind of your big deal is torpedoes. So, okay.
Only we had some sort of mod that told you.
World spawn detected now on Moskva radar. That's bring me cookies. Arr. And brilliant positioning him, right? Because now he prevents LH Gamer from moving in. There's a kill on MOYAI's Svea. So the Colombo speaks. Eternal Titan all the way to the south. He managed to kite all the way down here. He's got another heal coming up, his last one available soon. So he is extremely healthy. And
the only one with kills.
Yeah. Things are looking very good for OHBOY in this game to force a game 3. Oh, Melvin Mahler detected now. The Cassard over at the E-cap. Did not get killed. But look at Tenchi War's daring torpedoes. Emedy in trouble in the Libertad. These torpedoes are going to be detected by the Marsilli. And of course they will go right by. 30 seconds, 30 seconds until an OHBOY victory as they decide to leave the E-cap. I don't know why they left, but okay, they did.
Why? What's the point to stay?
Insurance. I mean, I guess
you
they
got a
could...
Marsilli pushing with Hydra, like...
Yeah, but if he's behind the island, who cares?
I was going to say, like, they don't know, but, like, why risk the ship? Why risk the daring? Who decided to open up anyways?
Yes. 1 second to go. Ding, fries are done.
And now no seconds.
And now no seconds and no death picks. I'll just take a screenshot of the daring. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to a game 3. As Team Bravo once again won, in this case, that would be OHBOY. Stay tuned for Land of Fire next. Go to the best of 3 screen, and I'm going to go ahead and run a commercial break now just to get out of the way. But first, I need to talk about my favorite viewer, that's Minigriz2, because he hangs out late at night, probably early morning for him wherever he's tuning in. He likes the dirty water, and he likes hanging out here. So he is my favorite viewer by far. Here we go. All right. Let's go back to port. Let's take a look at a couple of things. Do we have our next... No, our next match has not been set yet. So this will be 2 battles. Catching up on Discord for a couple moments. The playoff draw got moved from the end of today's stream to the start of tomorrow. You can expect it at 6:15 a.m. our time. Okay? Why would you do the playoff draw before I guess you could do that with the majority of teams, and then you're just looking at the last, what, 4? Yeah, last 4 teams. Because day 2, here, I'll show you guys what day 2 will look like here. Tournament. So day 2 will begin with 3 teams. So that would be 6 teams total vying to win their third and final match to get into the playoffs. So I suppose they could do most of the playoff draw with the high seeds and then figure out the low seeds will just go to whichever ones are left and then they'll be done with it. And then you can see the playoffs will begin after that. Okay? Just like today, they will be staggered the first half, and then the second half, that allows us streamers to be able to catch games better and that sort of deal. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. 39 is when we start. We got 9 minutes to go. Let's see. What can we glean from here? Oh, shock and appall. TWA has won 3-0. Wow. Who could have expected this? Aris, though. Aris is looking good. Now, I don't know much about Aris. Let's see. What do we know about Aris? Where's Aris? A-R-I-S. Ah, they're Asia's #1 team. Okay. Okay, so that makes sense then why they have won 2-0. Resin is looking really good as well as KSM and L7. L7 did just lose to Aris 2-0. But still, L7 punching way above their weight today. That looks really cool. Eliminated is -1 second. And NFG. They are done with the tournament. In danger of being eliminated as well is AAO, Honkai Star Rail, and BDOG. And that's Group Bravo. Let's go back to Group A. In Group A, we've seen them. We did ELSR versus them. They've won 3 in a row. We have not heard back yet from TVOT and ATFD. That one went to a Game 3 a while ago. So one of these 2 teams will be done for the day. The other one will have to play again. I don't know TVOT. What is TVOT? What is TVOT?
No clue.
TVOT is... China's #1. Oh, okay. China's #1 team. Okay. And then, so ATFD, we said that before, that's Asia's #2. So that's it. That's a good matchup. Okay. ELSR, Rain, RSTC, and STCN all looking for that elusive third win. That's what they'll be looking for in this next set of matchup. And then the teams that have been eliminated so far, none. But in danger is Banco OHBOY, who we're watching right now. No, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of somebody else. We're not watching them right now. Pumbaa and WX3D. All of these are tied. Well, that's because it's 2 matches. That's interesting to see what happens there in those Game 3s. This is really cool. You get teams that are really fighting it out, really trying to make it work for them. So that's cool. So that's the state of the tournament right now. OHBOY is having some issues with somebody joining the training room, so might take the full amount of time for us to get into this next game. And once again, I'll go ahead and put the best of 3 screen up so you guys can see the map rotation. We're going to Land of Fire next. Quick shout out to M. Dragic, one of the organizers. Been going through and making sure that streamers are aware of games that are available. Huge thanks to you for doing that, sir. Appreciate you. Like, that just makes our life as streamers so much easier because we spend less time searching for games and more time bringing you all games, which is what you're all here for. Well, and drops. Let's see what's going on. Okay, that's the most recent code. Do that. Okay. Okay. We got some people coming in. Let's see, who won game 1? MOYAI. Okay. Merton says it's 8:15 where you are. Thank you for tuning in, my friend.
8:15. What is that, like AM, PM? Oh, AM. I usually awake
AM.
at this
AM.
god awfully time.
So if it's 8:15 a.m., then that must be... Oh, 8:15 a.m., so that's like Hawaii time? Painter says, can you save us 20 minutes and just tell us who wins game 3? LAWL, my friend. Okay, so we're still waiting for OHBOY's last team member to get in here. I have a feeling once we see that person in here, we will start. So I'll yeet us out on the map intro video once that happens. Here's a quick refresher of the ships that are banned. Here we go. Map intro time. And we'll see you in just a few minutes. Thank you again, everybody, for tuning in. Huge thanks to people for your follows.
At the extreme southern tip of South America lies an archipelago rich in history and diversity. Soon, these storied waters will play host to a heroic clash between opposing forces, and the region will live up to its name. This is Land of Fire. Land of Fire is a 48 by 48 kilometer domination-style map with 4 cap points running in a line from west to east. The A cap is on the left, B is in the center, and the C and D caps are on the right. To the west, the A cap has been shifted eastward, providing a significantly more open cap than before. It is common to see ships parked on the island on the west edge of the cap in order to deny the flank push, while also preventing an easy capture by enemy destroyers. Islands to the north and south also provide a safer...
All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's OHBOY versus MOYAI. Both teams have one game in this best of 3, which means this one decides who's done for the day and who needs to go fishing for another win, essentially. If I recall correctly, I mentioned that both these teams have only won 1 so far, so they are looking for their second win of the day. So, OHBOY has with them a Harugumo, that's a 420 Blazing, Daring, a Ragnar, and another Ragnar. Followed up by YOLO's Moskva with unique upgrade, a Wushta with unique upgrade, a Salem with radar and reload, Liberty with your typical build, and another Liberty with the exact same build. Puddin', what do we have to the south?
The south, we have a Ledgemod Shimmy, a 420 Blazing Gumo with a Wooster, and Ledgemod Colombo heading over to Apples. We have Ledgemod Colombo, Daring going to Bacon, and heading over to Chocolate is a Cassard, a Radar, Salem, and the Liberty.
All right. Now this one is, of course, has the special commander on it. Now, skills and talents. The buffed skill of Brisk is still active, but the talent itself is not. So you can't get the buffed secondary reload. You can't get the buff to your combat instructions like you could in a random or ranked battle. Another reminder for people in terms of positioning of both of these teams. MOYAI is EU's number 4th ranked team, and OHBOY is EU's number 8 ranked team.
Wait a minute. Are you saying EU is fighting EU just like the finals will be EU versus EU?
Hey now. No foreshadowing, please.
So I'm not allowed to foreshadow and go, actually make an interesting clan, or not clan battle. Well, it would be an interesting clan battle season 2, but COTS, if you actually had the captain talents active.
Hmm.
I'm just saying.
We'll see a lot more Kremlins with OPzov. And Moskvas and
No.
Stalingrads, for that matter.
Wait, you're going to
No.
see OP stuff everywhere? Yamamoto even? That's an extra consumable for First Blood, right?
Oh my god.
Because you have to throw out the achievements in order for some of these things, right? Like Halsey.
Yeah. Yeah. Imagine Yamamoto Kraken in COTS. Wow. The dream.
I mean, you might actually see some more German ships if Lucian's was active all the time.
And there's the first radar sussing out Rosa's Shimakaze, who now gets to just turn and run for his life. Because guess what? He doesn't know it yet. Now he does. There's another Ragnar next to him. So as soon as one Ragnar radar goes off, guess what? The next one comes up.
What
Oof.
happens after that one comes up?
I don't know. Death? I'm gonna go with death. Because there's the next radar. And because the Shimakaze used the engine boost to start, it's not available now. I comment on this a lot in randoms more so than ranked. I mean, ranked I can understand the idea of trying to get to a cap point early and that sort of deal. But when you need it the most, it's just not available. And so Rosa is ducking, diving, and weaving as much as possible to save his ship. And he manages to do so. But Tomato
By
gets
literally
detected.
sailing as straight and as fast as possible.
Yep, and now Tomaten is detected on radar. That's Balance Department's Wushta. This is going to hurt a lot. Yes, it does. 10k done to him by the Wushta so far, but he's not done yet. The Gumo, everybody getting in on this. This will be first blood going to OHBOY. There's just no way for Tomato to get out of this. LH Gamer knows his fate is sealed next. He tries to get out of the radar range and says, attack with it. I'm just going to YOLO to the island.
I mean, that's your only option.
Absolutely. A very nice, organized-looking smoke by this Haragumo with Wushta, Libertad, Ragnar all making use of it. And just like that, first blood and I would almost argue a very combat ineffective Shimakaze to boot.
Well, maybe not so much because, like,
Adrenaline
it's
rush?
a ledge mod. Well, I mean, Adrenaline Rush ledge mod, like, you clearly brought it to yeet out torpedoes.
Meanwhile, in the
Right.
B cap, MOYAI does grab the B cap for free. And oh, look, a Moskva on opposite sides of the typical Moskva island. I'm shocked and appalled.
I'm kind of stunned
Why?
because I'm tired of being shocked and appalled, so I'm just stunned at this point.
I like that. We'll change to stunned from now on. How's that sound?
We got to keep the stuff fresh. Well, it looks like the booster over at Apple's is pulling over for fresh fruit. He's
Question-
really not going to be able to do much more than that.
No, he's just going to sit there and wait for his death. This round, chat asking, what round is this? This is the end of round 3, the bottom of round 3. There are 4 rounds done today. So we'll be bringing you at least one more round and then whatever other games we can pick up in the process. Oh, if these torps have the legs, this could be fun. But let's be real. It's a steering gears Liberty, so it'll just find the magic gap. Well, go on, find the gap. He didn't find the gap, Puddin. He took a torpedo. It's a disaster. Meanwhile, Melvin's Cassard does grab the sea cap. Look at this very safe position that he finds himself in. Very nice. Very nice. He's looking at his radio location. It's bouncing back and forth between Salem and Daring. Oh. We're about to see an execution, perhaps? No. Eternal Titan stops, short of going after LH Gamer. Probably because he knows there's still a Shimakaze out there. And Wooster radaring the Gumo. And missing a backing up Gumo.
Yeah, well, I mean, those are still lofty shells, and he's, what, got 2 turrets the most at him?
I know, it's just funny. It's just funny. Now he's starting to hit the target. Because Reactions is not reacting. Oh, Wooster gets Columboed. LH Gamer doing a nice job of guesstimating his shots. Look at these shots coming in. Reactions is not detected, but he's still landing shells because he figures Reactions is going to keep dipping south. Not only that, but I think LH is going to just back into the A-cap and stop the point gain. Oh, radar up.
You know, you got to give it the reaction for just remaining calm and keep reversing to get the smoke so they can finally get this kill on a Rooster.
Mm-hmm. Yolamente has shells coming in for him, but, I mean, it's just kind of a stalemate over here. The real question is, what's going to happen over at sea? I really don't know. Everybody's just kind of chilling.
Looks like they're going for the assassination on the Wooster.
Ah, yes. Oh, Titan gets smacked for it, and he's going to take torpedoes, too.
Nah, he'll dodge.
He's going to take one. No, he dodges. You're right. And LH takes it right up the rear. Well, LH, it was a valiant effort, sir.
Well, at least
Salute.
you're close to the island for the crew. That was thoughtful.
And they didn't have to swim that far, that's true. Well, that puts OHBOY in command of the western side of the map, and MOYAI in command of the eastern side of the map. So you know what's going to happen next? We are going to commence the toilet bowl. Philippus now seeing a Libertad in front of him. That's got to be a good feeling. MOYAI starting to, I guess, try to find a way to push into OHBOY over here on the east. Good dodge by Philippus over there. Being well aware of Moskva having a cross shot. Here comes AP. Yeah, see, that's my experience, too, with Libertad AP on something with 27mm deck armor. I get that it's supposed to overmatch, but just the right amount of angle, and those shells will do like nothing.
Oh, boys, got to get into this somehow. They got to get into that B cap.
Mm-hmm. I have a feeling they're fixing to do that. All right, Philippus is going to go down here. Ta-da! And that's going to allow...
thoughtful, right next to an island.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And that's going to allow OHBOY to get into the sea cap.
I'm noticing a trend here. Everybody dies next to an island.
Sure, why not? I always talk about this in replay analysis. You use the shields, you use the islands as shields, right?
Looks like Moskva is going to be the next island victim.
Hmm. Shimatorps. Do nothing. Rosa smoking for Emidy's Colombo. Not a bad idea. My problem is he's got to get to the smoke. It's going to force him to sit broadside to Eternal Titan's Libertad. Here comes the AP. That's HE. Okay, starts another fire. So Emedy will make it into the smoke. That will give him some refuge. He's got 3 seconds until his second heal. Second to last heal. There it goes. And will he DCP these 2 fires? Yes, he does. Makes sense. He's going to be in smoke for a bit.
Well, I mean, he still has to drive just right through this and then pop his own smoke.
Yep. Now, at this point, MOYAI has 0 cap point tick. And they just lost their Libertad as well. Oof. Hey, look, he died by the island.
I told you I'm noticing a trend here.
Well, where'd he go? I was just about to take a death pick. That's a quick sinking.
If you're playing on Team Moya, don't be next to an island.
Yeah, right. The islands are lava. Okay, well, I feel bad for this Cassard. Melvin, I mean, he's just kind of... All right, does the Daring have radiolocation? He does. Who's closer to it? 9-5 and 8-1. So right now it's pointing at World Spawn. In a little bit, it'll go yoing and completely shift to Melvin's Cassard. And then Melvin will come out and just get yeeted. He's going to try to do the same thing he did last time. With 1 second to go, it's just too late. Not going to work, my friend. Not going to work. Well, congratulations then going to OHBOY, the number 8 EU team, taking down MOYAI, the number 4 EU team. This is the second match win for OHBOY, which means OHBOY needs one more to needs one more match win to secure a spot in tomorrow's playoffs. It also means if MOYAI doesn't win this next match, they will be, I believe, out of the tournament. We'll find out what happens next.
This room is dead now, right?
This room should be dead. Let's go to the winner screen.
There was an official Wargaming blowout.
Ah, those are always fun, aren't they?
Yeps.